Hi, I'm Lisa for Some Minerals, and you're watching WatchMojo.com, and we're here with my lovely model, Annabelle. And you've heard of American Gothic. Well, today we're gonna do the modern Gothic. You know, I'm all for Halloween, but you know, I'm still kind of classy, so this is kind of the modern, classy adaptation of Gothic style makeup. So first of all, we're going to talk about the skin. It's gotta be porcelain, it's gotta be like never seen the light of day, hanging out, you know, in my basement. It's gonna be glow minerals. So I'm just loading the brush. I'm using the Luscious Dome, something that's gonna be really even all over. So this is just gonna give it this really pale complexion, and I'm gonna switch over to just a small shadow. This one is a half dome, and really highlight those inner corners. And the next place to use it is on tops of the cheekbone. So we can just go a little bit more exaggerated, because you know, it's Halloween. We're gonna use it all over the lid. So now the next portion of the goth makeup is just gonna be doing a nice base of black throughout the entire lower lid. We have Onyx, just a mini deluxe fluff. With black, it's really hard to like sweep it across, so I just recommend pressing it in. You wanna reduce as much fall off as possible. So what you could always do is lay down a little base of loose powder underneath the eye. It will just catch everything as it's falling, and then use a small fan brush to wipe it away. So if we want the color to fall into the crease, we basically want to go up until the point of just past where the ball of the eye protrudes. What we can always do afterwards is that you would take a little crease brush, a light color, and then just press this crease brush right into the hollow of the eye, slightly dragging the color upwards and outwards at the same time. Now that we've done the base and we've put on the black, Annabelle, what's the next step?
Eyeliner.
There you go. So we're gonna use jet black pencil. We're gonna use the side of the pencil as much as possible and aim for the roots of the lash line. You know, make sure that there's no skin showing. And then the way that we're gonna like just extend the eye, just to give it a little bit more of a cat eye effect, we're gonna go in the direction of the outer corner of the eyebrow. So you can always do that by like stretching a little bit, just giving yourself a little bit of tension. We're gonna follow all the way down into like the tear duct and just extend a little bit past that and do the whole inner rim, the waterline. What we're gonna do next is take the same Onyx eyeshadow, and we're going to like use a small tapered angle brush, and we're gonna line the bottom lashes with that now. Now we're gonna take the same color, we're going to apply it over the pencil, seal it in. It will fill in any little gaps and just make it really longer lasting. So I'm really pressing the small tapered angle brush into the liner. Just to jazz it up a little bit, we can actually add another layer of something that's gonna give a little reflect. Something it's Halloween, something green, kind of witchy looking. I'm gonna use actually the same tapered angle. So this is kind of like the subtle, modern adapted version of the gothy eye, but we want to intensify it a little bit more. Now that we have a base shade of eyeshadow on the lid, we can actually layer on the pencil as well, all across the entire lower lid. I'll switch back over to the crease brush again. I'll actually pick up a little bit of that evergreen mineral gem that we were using before, and then just want to blend out that edge. Yeah, it's always really important just to keep the eye a little bit in an open state, just so you can feel where the hollow of the eye is. And just to accentuate that this is really dark, we're gonna put something really light next to it so that they just play off of each other. Take a little bit of the platinum mineral gem. Small shadow brush, this one's the deluxe oval fluff, because it just fits underneath the arch. Same angle brush again, just clean it in between, back to black, and just really define the eyebrow. You can actually just leave it, you know, natural, pretty, or you can add on this little tail at the end, just kind of give you like, you know, that kind of evil look going on now. Okay, so basically just finish up with the eyes. We're gonna take the same pencil, so easy now. We're gonna like fill in the entire lip with this, and then we're gonna follow it with like a really red, deep red gloss. It's just gonna be like very vampy. Find the bottom of the middle and the little V Cupid's bow on top, bring it out to the corners, and then just fill in. Follow it up with a little bit of the red gloss. We just like pop this into the center of the lip. So definitely mascara is an essential here. We're gonna use at least like 3, 4, 5 coats, tops and bottom lashes. We can just finish with a little bit of contouring. So this is obviously not a like, you know, blush and bronzer kind of look. We're just gonna do something to like really contour underneath it, just really hollow, you know, bring out the angles in the face. So I actually have a really dark color called Espresso. Again, a small shadow brush. This one's kind of flat with a little angle to it. We're gonna aim for the center of the ear towards the corner of the mouth. Okay, now that we've done the whole light to dark, we should go back to the light again. Just re-highlight every area that could have been smudged, needs a little bit of touching up, needs a little bit more coverage. Okay, so now Annabelle is all ready to have a really gothy evening. So thank you very much to Annabelle for being my goth girl today. I'm Lisa Sim for Sim Minerals, and you've been watching WatchMojo.com.